So let's look at setting up and configuring the NateChrony SteadyShot feature. We open up our SteadyShot page. We've got steadyshot.local. If we go into our SteadyShot page here, first thing we want to do is to clear shots. We've got the warning message saying SteadyShot is off. By default, it's not enabled. We go into setup. We're in regular mode. You can't enable SteadyShot in airsoft mode. So make sure we're in regular mode. We put SteadyShot on. What we've got here is we can set the capture rate. Currently, the NateChrony SteadyShot captures about 500 data points of movement. You can select the time period for that capture. At the low end of the scale, we can set that to a capture rate of 1. That'll capture those data points over 3/4 of a second. At the other end of the scale, we can set the capture rate to 50. That'll capture those data points over about 25 seconds. So good for when you want to do things like Olympic pistol, or you want to do much longer holds to see how you are. If you're steady in this position versus another position, look at your form throughout a longer movement. And at the low end, what's happening just before the pellet exits the muzzle? Is the grip good? Is the position steady? Is it kicking back? That sort of stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is to set it to a capture rate of 1. We're going to do some tests at the very low end. The other important thing that we want to do is to calibrate. On the SteadyShot page, we've got all different graphs. You want to make sure that those graphs are basically centered in 0. It's not critical, but it should be done. So if we click the calibrate button, you'll see we get the blue flashing light on the bottom. That says basically in that position is the neutral position. Everything will be centered around there. So you want to have it set up on a bench or somewhere very, very still. Have it in the position where the pellet's going to exit the muzzle at the end of the shot, and click calibrate. That's going to, again, as I said, zero all the graphs that when you're in that position, it'll be the 0 point. So SteadyShot's on, we're calibrated, we've got a data capture rate of 1. If we go back into the SteadyShot screen, we're good to go. So let's do the first round of testing.